Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got some fireworks for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel, and be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure y'all go ahead and do that. Well, folks, we got some beef up in these streets. Stephen A. Smith popped up yesterday out of vacation. Apparently he's on vacation according to what he said, right? He did a show yesterday on his channel that they dropped, and it had the headline, Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, Giannis to New York, a message to my critics. So this episode dropped yesterday. It was about an hour show, a show I didn't watch, by the way. So I was going through the internet this morning, and I was seeing that Stephen A. Smith was going at his critics. And one of the people that he was sneak dissing, without a doubt, was my man Marcellus Wiley. Shout out to Marcellus Wiley. So Marcellus Wiley, as you guys know, a former professional NFL player, used to work on TV for various networks like ESPN, FS1, was very cool with Max Kellerman, and they even had a radio show out there in LA together, right? So Max is his man. He said that. And we kind of became cool after Max left ESPN First Take, and Stephen A. Smith went on like this diss tour of Max. And Marcellus started to see the videos. I'm like, yo, this dude, son is on it right now. And he came to the defense of Max Kellerman. And he was calling out a lot of the stuff that was going on. And let me tell you why I think Stephen A. Smith had an issue with Marcellus. If I'm the one saying it, nobody cares what I say or the next guy says. But Marcellus was in a unique position of knowing all these people. He's worked on TV, so he knows what was really going on underneath. And Marcellus, unlike a lot of these people in the business, as he said, he's not going to suffer fools, man. If you capping, he gonna tell it. Whether or not you on TV, whether or not you're not on TV, he gonna let it know. He's just gonna call it like it is. And people like Stephen A. Smith had an issue with it, but Marcellus is like, you foul. You being foul, son. Stop being so foul to Max. So Stephen A. Smith goes on the show, and he starts responding to critics. And then he starts taking shots at Marcellus Wiley. Oh, said the friend that says I'm not hating on Max. And then try to say, oh, he's doing it for clicks and views and da-da-da-da-da-da. He ain't doing it for clicks and views. And I'm like, yo, what is going on here? What is going on here? So I said, no, we got to touch on it. But what we want to do now is want to play exactly what he had to say. The person he's dissing is Marcellus Wiley. Like, let's keep it a stat. So take a listen to what he had to say here, and I'm going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that there.
I have nothing against Max Kellerman. I didn't want to work with him on First Take anymore. That's all. I didn't think we were good partners for a debate show. If we were doing boxing, if we were doing Sports Center or something like that, nothing. No problem. For a 2-hour daily debate show, I didn't think we worked any longer. That's all. Never wanted him fired. Never wanted him unemployed. Happy he's back, because I don't wish for brothers not to get a check and not to be employed. And that brother is brilliant, and he deserves a check. And oh, by the way, you ain't gonna find anybody that knows more boxing than him. I'm happy for him. Even though his boy will lie his ass off and say otherwise because he gonna get more clicks. Y'all know who the hell it is. It's unbelievable. The people make up just to create clicks, because that's all you can do to get a check now. I'm not talking about Max. I'm talking about his peeps. Y'all know who they are with their podcast. You got to be kidding me. But it's all right. It's okay. Because you see, when you make stuff up and you're talking about me, you still have me in the headlines. Which means you believe I'm relevant. Which means you know that it will create clicks for you. And that really kills you, doesn't it? Net negative on NBA coverage? Are you insane? We talk NBA on First Take all the time. I'm on SportsCenter all the time. All I'm trying to say is what I really came here to say. I need this break. It's been a long season. Negotiations took a full year with ESPN. SiriusXM took months. I'm very, very happy where I'm at. Very happy that things worked out the way that they did. But over the process, I got something to tell y'all. I think I've gotten too mellow. I think I've been very nice, very quiet, and I haven't come out with the fire that I'm accustomed to coming out with. I actually think I've been more mild-mannered. I don't believe I've told enough people to kiss my ass. I don't believe I've told enough people you could go kick rocks. I don't believe that I've said enough about the people who talk me lying all the damn time. That's going to end. I'll be back beforehand. But when I return to SiriusXM on September 2nd, when I come back from my vacation in August for First Take, y'all might see somebody a little different. Maybe not different, but somebody that's going to remind you of the good old days.
So you heard what he had to say. How do I know he's talking about Marcellus Wiley? Some people may say Jason Whitlock knows Marcellus Wiley. Do you know why? Because he said his friend. And we all know that Marcellus and Max were cool. And Marcellus was the one that was defending Max more than anybody in terms of people that were on in the business, right? So you heard what he had to say there. And he talking about using for clicks. And first, I get so sick and tired of this, man. I get so sick and tired. Let me go back to the title. I closed the video. On every show that Stephen A. Smith does, he's talking about other people. The main subject matter, he's talking about other people. Are you not doing it for clicks and views? Who in the business of sports media is not doing what they're doing for clicks and views? Who? If you did a show on ESPN First Take 2 hours a day and you sat up there and talked about yourself for 2 hours, who's tuning in to watch? Isn't this entire thing a symbiotic relationship where people do things, people want to hear what certain people have to say about said things, and the cycle just continues on? So why are you making it seem like, you talked about Diddy all day long? All day long. What you doing it for? For fun? Obviously, you're doing it for clicks and views. The issue with you and LeBron and the issue with this guy, ain't you doing it for clicks and views? So why are you now saying that, he's only doing it for clicks? He's doing it because it's news, number one. Number two, you're really upset that he's calling you out, and therefore the only retort to it is, he's doing it for clicks and views. And you would have me if that's not what you do, but essentially that's what everybody does in media. So to say, he's trying to do it for money, bro, why are you in this? Are you running a nonprofit over there? Is the Stephen A. Smith show a nonprofit? Is First Take a nonprofit, or are you out here to make money? So what are you talking about? He's doing it for money. It just seems like a way you don't want to address what the guy is saying. So instead of me addressing what he's saying, let me find a way to dismiss his entire set of moves altogether. How are you addressing what the guy said? He's doing it for clicks and views and all of this stuff. Bro, go on ESPN for a week. Sit up there and do a show where you're just talking about yourself. What would the ratings be? What would the ratings be? On ESPN, they talk about everybody. So now all of a sudden, you're accusing a guy of doing what you're doing. I'm confused with these people that like to throw, they're doing it using my name for abuse. Yo, cut it out. Cut it out, bro. Knock it off. Knock it the off, bro. You go on Shannon Sharp, try to pull that nonsense too. Oh, man, they only mentioned my name for clicks and views. Bro, your biggest show was about a dude talking about other dudes, bro. What would Club Shay Shay be if it weren't talking about other people or to other people? What are we talking about? Or Nightcap, aren't we reacting to things and events and what people are doing? So you're not getting views off of that? You clout chasing him too? Come on, knock it off with this nonsense. Knock it off. If you ain't got nothing to say or a real retort, don't say nothing at all. But to me, it sounds like you had nothing to say to him. You didn't address nothing he said. And he was giving it from his standpoint. Why were you throwing that dude under the bus like that if he was of no threat to you? Why was you on Joe Budden's show saying all that crazy stuff about the guy? Essentially saying that he was totally unqualified to even be on the show. Why are you doing this to a guy that was out of a job? Why are you doing that? I don't understand that. It's so grimy to me. The guy was out of work. And you yourself said on the Joe Budden podcast, man, you know, I'm so big in the industry, paraphrasing, that if Stephen A. Smith don't mess with somebody, other people in the industry going to look around and say, well, if he don't mess with him, then we need to take it. You said that while he was out of a job. It wasn't like, oh, me and Max didn't work out together, so that was it. Nah, you took it a step further. Oh, you ain't qualified for this. You ain't qualified. Knock it off. Knock it off with all this capping and, oh, man, they trying to use me for view. Do the Stephen A. Smith show and don't talk about nobody, and let's see how many views it gets. Let's see how many views it gets. Let's stop the nonsense. Why are people so full of themselves? We all benefit off of each other. It's a symbiotic relationship. What are we talking about? One leg needs the other leg to sustain the weight. In sports, people play the sport, right? Then you have people that cover the sport. And the people that cover the sport help promote the sport. And then you have shoes and brands and all, it all works together. So and then you have the fans. Like, what are we talking, man? Knock it off with this. You ain't nothing to say to that. You ain't had nothing to say to Marcellus, so you went for that. Oh, man, you're just trying to do it for clicks and views. Meanwhile, let me react to what so-and-so said about so-and-so. Come on, man, knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.